Let's go. Let's go. 1 second. Josh, yeah, definitely a slow morning. Good scalps though. Good scalps. Someone bought something. Okay. I'm surprised Nam isn't moving with the rest of those. Yeah, interesting. I'm surprised. Let's go, Robs. Good morning. Ria, good morning. Sean, good morning. Good morning, Xavier. See, I pronounce your name a little bit. Anyways, Cara, good morning. Entry at 3. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, Ruby looks good. Carolina, good morning. Nancy, good morning. Yang, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Hello, hello. Sean, good morning. Goju, good morning. Chris, good morning. Chance, good morning. Hebrew, good morning. Josh, good morning. Scumbag Things, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. Cheya, good morning. Elisa, good morning. M, good morning. Tim, ayo. A gay? Is a gay still moving? Well, I mean, one thing's for sure, we need something else to take over today rather than that stock. That's for sure. Who names the tickers? Like who does that? My company is called AGAE. Why are you a gay? Anyways, Jay, good morning. Sock Monkey, good morning. Michael, good morning. A, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Dragon, good morning. Lit, good morning. Ink Life, good morning. Sandra, good morning. Ferguson, good morning. Mobile, good morning. Locke, good morning. Kirsten, good morning. Wall Street, good morning. Frank, good morning. Nurse, good morning. Good morning, Regan. Hello, hello. But yeah, no, we definitely like Ruby a lot more, obviously. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Not just the name, you know? Not just the name. Not just the name. I like it. Good job, Miss Tony. That was a good scalp. Very, very good scalp. Make sure this stuff is muted. Okay. I like it. Have we talked about TRNR? Nope, we haven't talked about very much. In Discord, yeah, but not very much. So we're testing a new double top here now for Ruby. Ruby, 91%. So this is the top gainer, and it looks like the best performing stock so far, right? It looks really nice. Um, so there's really TRNR, it's on here, right? It's on a downtrend for now. It obviously hit that resistance. You can see that resistance up there with the supply zone. It's been on a downtrend. So you're coming up to like a really important level right where it's at now, at 53. So between 53 to 50 cents, that's going to be a really important level for some potential consolidation. If it can hold that level, you might be ready to, to bounce. To bouncy already. But yeah, well done, Greg. Well done. I like it. AGAE, Kazion, AGAE is also testing the 200 EMA. So your support is going to be at 38 cents here. Alrighty, good morning. Yeah, so 38 cents. So your next two levels are going to be 38 and then 35 for AGAE. Cool. Ruby is definitely double topping for now though, right? So we're testing this $4.30 resistance. So that's going to be our double top. Good consolidation though, wasn't it? Right? Like, look at that. Nice little base, consolidated for a while, and then curled back above. Easy monies. Easy monies. If you're a gold member or a gold VIP member or a lifetime member, that's easy monies. This is the easiest play you're going to see. Easy. Alrighty? So, easy. Tim will tell you. Easy monies. Alrighty? So pretty easy scalp. Like you can close your eyes and scalp that thing and leave and say, oh wow, that was so easy. Oh my gosh. So easy. So why is this so easy? Because of the strategy we talk about on one-on-ones. Alrighty, that fit perfectly. Easy. So let's see what that thing does. Easy monies, Tim. Easy. So if you're there, you're struggling, you're like, oh, I don't know what to buy. I don't know when to buy. I just got lucky. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But like how did you know? How did you know? Because it was easy monies. So for those of you looking at DRMA, I think the problem here is that it's failing for the third time. As soon as you get to $1.50, people start selling, right? That's going to be the issue here with this one. It's going to be the issue. So you're going to need to break above that resistance for DRMA. Yeah, if some volume can come in and it can break out, then that would be good. Already. TOVX, I had it on here because like the chart looked nice after the dip. Also had a lot of volume in pre-market. Already. Again, TRNR still needs to break that downtrend. BOXL, I like this one as well, but we do need to reclaim that VWAP. AGAE, I'm not gonna say I like this one. Just watch the 200 EMA, and then Ruby is obviously Anyways, I'll take a look at CIDO in a second as well. Yeah. Not a gamble when you have a plan. It's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. Okay. Ayo, Dan. Hello, hello. Good morning. Doug, good morning. Tash, good morning. David, good morning. Let me take a look at something really quickly here. Options chain for this one. Just want to take a quick look ski. Let's say La 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 la. Okay, that's not bad. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. There we go. Yeah, no, DRMA doesn't look bad. It just needs a bit more volume, right? Definitely needs volume. It needs to break that double top, triple top up there. So see if the volume comes in because it's not quite there yet. And that TRNR is holding that 200 EMA. I know some of you were asking about this one. So it was on the downtrend. It's trying to hold the 200 EMA. So like I said, 53 to 50 cents there. If they can hold that level, you should be okay. Alrighty, so this level is going to be important. Important. So it's trying to give you a mini curl there. Let's see if it can hold. Alrighty. The only issue here though is that we're really close to the open now. Yeah. I'm just looking at a whole bunch of these stocks. I'm a bit distracted. Alrighty, how can I what time you're live on YouTube? You can just subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Welcome to the community. First time to watch and follow your channel, welcome. Alrighty, so just hit that subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Or you can also join us in Discord, right? Because Discord's 24/7. But yeah, so again, going into the open, guys. Here are some of the names we like. I want to take a look at CIDO as well before we pick, some of the names because I kind of don't mind this one, especially when the market, like, especially when we have really low volume today. One of these names could really break out and give us, right? So there's some of the other names I have on the other screen there that you guys don't see. I just want to have these up as well because they look interesting. They might not have that breakout yet, but they do look good, right? So CIDO, if that thing can break above $2.60, the volume might come in. Today is one of those days where, like, our top gainer is 90%, which some days it's 200 or more, right? So Ruby is number one for now. Ruby obviously did some really good, consolidating above $3.70. So if we do want to dip, that might be a level to keep an eye on. Alrighty. In terms of resistance now going into the open, obviously you can see the double top at, it looks like a cup and handle is trying to form there, right? But it's still, you can see that resistance up there, right? So double top for now, at $4.30. So if we can break and hold that level, the next push might come in. Alrighty. That push to 450 to $5. But for now though, that resistance is a big annoying red zone. So $4.30. So I would not be jumping into a position unless we break that level or unless we get a dip scheme. Alrighty. So that's most likely gonna be the number one name going into the open. We'll see. AGAE. Anyways, you guys can make some jokes, but this one looks interesting too, right? I think we do need to dip into that demand zone though. So the closer we get to 35 to 36, there might be an opportunity there for this one, right? So going into the open, we either need to dip into that demand zone, right? Just because that's the level it's bounced at for the most part this morning, right? 36 to 35. If not, we do need to get back above 40 cents and then maybe the volume will come in. So we like this one as well. BOXL, don't mind it, just have a lot of resistance up here though, but I still don't mind it though. So in terms of support, you're looking for closer to $1.50. Alrighty, and then a potential breakout above $1.65, $1.70. Cool. And then the other ones we'll kind of take a look at. Obviously, we like TRNR as well. We just talked about, right? So good support above the low 50s. Let's see if that thing has the volume to push. There goes Ruby though. Ruby again, like I said, is number one for now, and then the other names will follow. Alrighty, let's cook, please. Show us the monies. Show us the money. So looks like CIDO again. We said we like this one, right? It's trying to break through that 260 resistance, but it does need to break and actually close above it. Then it's ready. Ruby isn't quite closing above that 430 yet, so it does need to break and close, not just break through, right? And then you get scammed. So that thing needs to break out. AGAE is trying to bounce off that 200 EMA. So watch that 40 cents. So you need to close above that 40 cents as well. So above the VWAP basically. Cool. Okay. This is why you don't want to be jumping into positions right away at the open if they're not closing above resistance, right? Because you could have jumped into this thing right there, and then all of a sudden you're down 30 cents, right? That's the danger of FOMOing into plays that don't actually close above resistance. Cool, cool. So it looks like CDIO did the exact same thing, right? It's trying though, like it's really trying. So yeah, not bad. Raven, there he is. He's awake. So again, BOXL, Box L, we don't mind that, but we need those breakouts. Ruby, like I said, Ruby needs to either dip or break out, right? So for now, Ruby is looking like it failed and then dipped instead. So that 430 is a big level. Alrighty, so your first support is going to be, we can kind of look at this level, but you almost want it to dip a little bit lower, right? So 390 is going to be your first support here for Ruby. And if that level isn't holding, like if we're not consolidating at that level, then we're really looking for that consolidation bottom. So right here instead, right? So closer to 370 ish. So between these two levels, if we can consolidate anywhere there, that'd be good. We're getting closer to the actual level, right? So closer to the bottom CM, right? To that last consolidated bottom. Alrighty. So I'm gonna delete that other line there just because, like I said, that wasn't really a level that we're overly excited about. If I can get my charts to work, for some reason, okay, for some reason. So let's see what happens here on the dip for this one. Alrighty. CDI was having a hard time. CISS though with a nice little pop. MLEC is also popping there. So we're getting some random pops at the open here. There goes CISS though. 32%. Nice little pop. That was a good golden pocket area there. So we're still kind of dipping to that demand zone, to not a demand zone, to that last support here for Ruby. So again, consolidating there would be important. TRNR, that's so perfect, isn't it? So beautiful. So beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful, isn't it? So now you're testing that resistance right below 65 cents. Alrighty, so that was a good level, wasn't it, for TRNR? Very nice. I think the downside to the open is you get all of the chaos, isn't it? Right. So it's always good to be patient. We've never really missed anything because we wanted to jump in the first 5 minutes. Right. So patience at the open is really important. So Ruby is retesting that 70 we just talked about, that 370, 375. So let's see. This is the true test. Can it stay above that level, Mr. Ruby? Or are you just gonna go back to your old ways of being a PO? Anyways, anyways. So again, we came back and retested the level we wanted to retest. Question is, can we hold it? Alrighty. So for now, there's nothing that would say that Ruby is still isn't, our top name. So let's see if they can hold that support. These two names still do look interesting though. Uh, this one's still failing at the VWAP, right? So that little VWAP there needs to get back above resistance. Box L is looking nice, right? So nice pop there. Very nice pop. You dislike hymns? Why do you dislike hymns? Why do you dislike hymns? Yeah, that's a nice pop on Box L there. Yeah. Box L says, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have the juice. So we're still kind of sitting in that 70 range here for Ruby. So that consolidation is going to be important. Alrighty. So be patient with it. If not, we might actually go back and retest that 200 area. But we'll see. Again, give it time to consolidate. Alrighty. Like I said, we're not going to miss anything by FOMOing at the open. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, there's some very interesting levels if that level doesn't hold. Like the 200 in the VWAP or the actual golden pocket area. That thing said, yup. Said, yup, take me there, please. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Okay, so let's see. See, we play with this. We consolidate here a little bit. So if this level doesn't hold, then we're looking for. I mean, the next level is quite a little bit lower there. Do, 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 do. Yeah. No. Why do you? Yeah. It is oversold, right? Like, why do you dislike it though? TRNR is still looking good, isn't it? So your next resistance is still that 65 cents. That was a really nice bounce off the bottom there. AGAE is looking okay, isn't it? So it held that 200 EMA. They're slowly trying to bounce it. Slowly trying to bounce it. And again, RUBI really needs to consolidate somewhere. So a little started there. Let's see if that thing can consolidate up the 200 EMA. If not, we might go back and retest that golden pocket area. So this level is going to be interesting. Yeah. Alrighty. So we'll keep an eye on that. Still looking a bit suspicious though, right? But it needs to consolidate there. This is why again being patient at the open is important. Alrighty. Very, very, very important. Otherwise, you end up getting yourself in trouble. Okay, so while that's playing games there with us, both of those failed at resistance. This one really wasn't something we were paying attention to. I just had it up here because, and yeah, this has been a solid move, hasn't it? Solid, solid, solid pop. Solid, solid, solid push. La, 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 la. Oh yeah, there you go, 65 cents. 65 cents. See if that thing can actually break out this time. The high from last night, because we played with this last night too, was 769, so 70 cents ish. Right, so RUBI is bouncing a little bit off that 200 EMA. Bouncing a little bit off the 200 EMA there, so $3.60. Let's see if it can actually, give us a proper bounce or just consolidate. BOXL looks really nice though, doesn't it? So you're testing that high there. Kirsten, good job again on this one. I think you're still in this one, right? Good job. Good job. So you can kind of see where your next resistance is at, right? Okay, there we go. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Have a love for each other. I can tell. I can tell. Yeah, no, it does look really good though. Does look good. So again, Ruby is trying, fighting for its life here. The candles do seem a bit erratic, don't they? Right? Like they're a little bit wild. A little bit on the wild side. You're kind of getting that initial consolidation there because that's such a big level, right? Such a big level. So it doesn't quite look like it's found that bottom yet, does it? Right? Still looks a bit suspicious just because the candles are all over the place. Like every candle's up and down, every single candle. So this thing still has a bit of work to do, but this is such an important level for this thing, right? So that's where you're getting that volatility, right? Really, really important level, right? So it looks like we're trying to bounce up that level for now. So there goes a test of 370. Yeah, like you could see how wild those candles are. See if that thing can reclaim that 370 though. Let's see. Interesting. Looking better though. Looking a bit better there. Is that a block? Kind of is, isn't it? Kind of is, isn't it? There we go. Uh, huh, very, very interesting. So now we need to close above that initial level that we thought was resistance. Yeah, we do need to reclaim that little level there. Okay, so that looks okay. CISS is doing okay too. Right, so this one's slowly coming back. But then you have that supply zone right there. Right there goes Ruby. So Ruby's nice and green now. So again, up that 200 EMA, a little scalpy, nothing crazy. Hmm. The candles are so wild, unbelievable. The candles are so wild. That's sad. I think if there's one thing I don't like about this stock is that the candles are so wild. Like one candle looks good, the very next candle will like, how the hell did we come back down here, right? So that area seems to be important though. So let's see if we can stay above that area. Alrighty. So keep an eye on that. TRNR still looking good. Yeah, retesting the 9 EMA here. And BOXL, you can tell like we have resistance up here, so make sure you're moving those stop losses up. Kristen, make sure. Alrighty, good push though, really good push. You can kind of see why this level is resistance because last night was the same story, right? Right in between these two levels here, right in between those two levels. Today, I like it. It's your birthday, Ahmad. Happy birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday. Hey, how come? Yeah, happy birthday. Amazing. Are you doing anything for your birthday? Happy birthday. Have some cookies, please. In and out, KB? Yeah, no, I like that. I think that's the right thing to do. You left your computer for 2 damn seconds. You do realize it's the open and it's the most chaotic time of the day, and you're leaving your computer? But then again, if you left for 2 seconds, like the stock was already going up, right? It's been going up since the market opened. So, you're fasting? Okay, that's good. Bring us some, yeah, some good luck. Yeah, TRNR, really nice push. This one's done really, really well. This is why we take those gambles of the 200 EMA, right? Because there's some that are gonna do well, there's some that are not gonna do well, but the gamble's still worth it. As long as you have a tight stop loss, you should be okay. Nice push, really, really nice push. Righty, so yeah, very, very nice. Okay, I like it. See if we can break through this level. BATL with a nice push as well. These are all energy plays, oil energy plays that are pushing there, so that's nice. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Ruby had a nice pop there. It actually had a really nice pop, and then came all the way down to the abyss, right? So this is why we talk about like when you're green in that position, right? Have that tight stop loss just in case. Ready? Because that thing got rejected. So basically, what this was a bounce consolidation, kind of a bounce, off the 200 EMA. But then we used the last support. You can see right there, right? The last support was right there, so this level is going to be resistance, right? Whenever you have support like that and it breaks below, when they push it back up, that last level is going to be your resistance, right? So nice little bounce though. And then they said, not today, not today. Okay. So let's see if that thing can consolidate again around $3 for a new play, right? Something like that. If not, that's okay too. We can play with some other things. Ready? So let's see if that $3 can hold. Cool. Yeah, no, and then your next resistance again, you can see for TRNR is right there. A rep, wasn't a rep getting delisted or something? Wasn't that stock getting delisted? I thought it was getting delisted. Yeah, interesting, huh? Anyways, BOXL looks good as well. Let me take a look at MLEG. This one seems to pop every single day. Yeah, there goes $20. Every single day, there's a pop. Every single day. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so for this one, watch for consolidation around $3. If it doesn't hold, then maybe it really is, no hope. AGAE is still just sitting at that 200 EMA. So the other names are doing a fairly good job of holding their 200 EMAs, right? Except for RUBI. So you do need to break above that downtrend. So a breakout would be nice. If it can clear that VWAP and the downtrend line, that'd be nice. TRNR is failing at that next resistance now. And BOXL is still just kind of stalling in that supply zone too. Mm-mm. Are you 166% for you on this one? What do you mean? Like you've been holding for some time then? And hard rejection then. Hard rejection. One second. Okay. Mm-mm. Uh, so a bit of my charts reset for some reason there. There we go. There we go. AGAE is trying to break. So look, it's looking better here. Joy, are you still in this one? Most likely, huh? Pizza. Good morning, pizza. Good morning. CDIO is testing the 200 EMA as well. So off $2.30. And then for MLEC, you can kind of see your next resistance is $21. Yeah, so if that thing can break out of there, you might see some nice explosions. Oh, there it goes. MLEX. See if that candle can close above. Uh, Good. See, HIMS with a nice bounce there. With a nice bounce. 2160. Here comes $22. That's a really nice push. A very nice push. So yeah, watch those candles to maybe retest that 21 area at some point, and see if they actually hold. Basics, good morning. Mayhem, good morning. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. Um, Why are you gay? You are gay. We should have known this dog would find a way to uh would find a way to come back. Good morning, courageous Miss Mizia. Good morning. Hello, hello, everybody. Uh, third, you got in at 26. Why did you get in at 26? Why did you get in at 26? Yeah. The only reason I ask is because I think maybe you were looking for that golden pocket, right? I think that's what you were looking for there, maybe. Yeah. Why are you? Yeah, no, I'm like with some really nice candles here. That candle popped all the way to 20, 23.20. Very nice push. uh, Raven, I thought a rep was getting delisted. They're not getting delisted then. So yeah, this looks good. A gay looks good. Unbelievable. Anyways, so let's see if this candle can close about 44 cents though, and then you're looking for that pre-market high here, closer to 40, 47. Nice bounce. There's a theory going around that the second name of the stream, like the second ticker symbol, usually does well. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but yeah. I don't think TNT Jones. This thing did really well. It basically just failed at the expected resistance, right? So now you're trying to get another curl here. So I think that's done okay. Yeah, all these names are just failing at resistance areas, right? Same thing with this one. Box L, same resistance. You can actually see it stalling. The theory will immediately fail. Ah, unbelievable. Anyways, MLEC is still looking good here though. KITT with that's another energy plays in it. KITT. What's the float? How do you tell? You can look on TradingView, or it should tell you in Discord as well. Yeah, if you put it into TradingView, it should tell you. Alrighty. What are you doing? Sure, I'll take a look. KNRX. Sure. Right. If you guys have questions, just ask. Right. That thing gave us one pop and halted with 92,000 shares. There's not a whole lot here. Right. I know you guys are excited about this one. Like it basically just gave you one candle and exploded up and then halted up. That's it. So there's not a whole lot to look at here. I mean, like it's flying, right? This is one of those names that you have to put more into though if you're interested. Yeah, just well, yeah. Was it? Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, you want to be careful with stuff like this though, please. Like, look at that. It just went from $3 to $2 in the same candle, right? So, when stuff moves like that, you just want to be very careful. Um, yeah. It's interesting how they dropped news a while ago and it didn't move because we looked at this in the morning when the news came out, right? Um, the news came out a while ago, but it didn't move, and then all of a sudden it popped. But again, look at that, right? You want to be careful with this stuff. So sometimes when we don't pull this stuff up, it's for a reason because it's halted down now. Look at that, right? That thing just went from $3 to $1.96 and halted down. So when you see these pops, like a delayed reaction like that with low volume, it's because someone's pumping it, and you want to be very careful, very very careful, because you could get entered really quickly. Yeah, it's just a suspicious stock, right? When it's one fat green candle like that, you just want to be patient with it because you could get screwed very quickly. Okay, look at that. TRNR is doing good again, right? You happy? So that's a solid retest and a solid pop. Yep, a solid retest and a solid pop. There you go. No, DRMA is not haunted up. Cooking. Rhyme is slowly coming back to you though. You're happy, Jones? Good. Good, good. Yeah, just keep in mind though, you're basically testing the same resistance area, right? So move that stop loss up or scale out. Already. So move your stop loss up or scale out of the position. You should be okay though. Right? You don't want to just again, you're testing the same resistance area. So just keep that in mind. For some reason, AGAE doesn't want to break out of that 44 area. Why? Because it's gay. So yeah, you can see that next resistance right there, 44 cents. You guys want to see the weather? I'll show you guys the weather later. Show you the weather later. It is cold. Yep. So that thing needs to break above that 44 and then it's 47 and then after that there's a lot more room to the upside, but it has work to do. Definitely has work to do. 20 uh okay, let's try this. Okay. It is trying though, so it just needs to break out of that resistance there. Look at this rubbish, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You know how like when it says like it's sunny, but like it doesn't really matter whether it's sunny or not. If it's minus 33, it doesn't matter, does it? Ah, doesn't matter. No, Gian. If honestly, if you're unsure, just sit back. Just kind of sit on your hands and relax. Alrighty. If you're unsure, just sit back and relax. Cool. So we need a breakout here above 44 cents on this one. MLEC is basically retesting $20 here. Alrighty, so watch that $20 and the VWAP area. We haven't looked at Ruby because Ruby really isn't consolidating, is it? Like it's just not consolidating. There's nothing to see, right? There's nothing to see. Maybe closer to this level here at 250, right? Closer to that bottom there for a little gamble again. But other than that, like there's just no consolidation yet, right? Just a lot of weakness. A lot of weakness. BOXL failed at the resistance. Now you're testing that 200 EMA, Kristen, and anybody else that's holding this. So yeah, watch $1.60-ish there, for your next support. Alrighty. Gay needs to stop being gay and break out. It wants to break out. Send a rocket to sun in Canada. Yeah, they can. They definitely can. And lit it is, isn't it? Who's from Edmonton? What do you mean? I'm showing you my weather. So again, that 44 cents, we really haven't closed above it. So we need to get to doing that. Mo, since October, Patrick, why are you gay? You are gay. So you really like the stock, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. uh, uh, down to 60. Okay, not the worst. At least you're coming back slowly. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. If it can clear this supply zone here, you're going to be very close. Very close. So again, we're just battling there. Just battling. I feel all right. Funny. It looks like KNRX is unhalted, guys, and it's pushing back to $2. But again, like the stock is really volatile, so you can probably scalp this if you're quick enough. Just be very careful. Just be very careful. Right. The more the volume comes in, the better this is gonna be. Right. So if it can break back above 250 and actually stay above 250, then there might be some good potential here. It moves like a low float, right? So the float to me doesn't really matter here because it moves that way anyways. Um, but yeah, you need to start breaking above resistance levels. uh, Unbelievable. Trump says we have to make a meaningful deal with Iran. We have to make a meaningful deal with Iran. Interesting, huh? Very interesting. Spy kind of like the headline, didn't it? Kind of liked it. Said, yeah, make a deal then. Betsville, you might be delayed. Just make sure your stream is up to date. You might be delayed. Do, 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 do. So it looks like Ruby is really dipping in, like all the way to the bottom there, all the way down. That thing said, mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Let's see if that thing can get closer to the to that 250 level though. Do, 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 do. Yeah, no, watch for closer to 250 there on Ruby, right? So it's clearly weak, like really weak, right? Like so weak that thing needs it's falling like a cocoyam. That's definitely. Uh, but it's approaching, the one of the more important levels here again. So let's see if that thing can consolidate. Ready? Let's see. And then the other crazy stock is still KNRX. It looks like they're gonna hold that thing up again. 289 and halt it up. So the stock is halted up at 289. That was a good break up 250 though, which is what I think we were kind of looking for there. So break above 250. uh, yeah, KV, you're not wrong. You're busy eating bacon? Okay. Bacon sounds nice. Yeah. Maple glazed. There is nothing to watch on Ruby. I know. I know. Other than the fact that it's dying to the abyss here. It's definitely tempting. A gamble is tempting there. It's an interesting block, actually. Uh, do, 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 do. Okay. So this one's halted, right? Is anybody holding this one in the chat? Anybody? Anybody holding KNRX? Definitely one of those crazy plays. Looks like MLEC is slowly coming back too, which is nice. Which is nice. TNR, you're basically just playing with the 50 EMA here. So watch that yellow line. Alrighty. BOXL is also bouncing up the 200 EMA. So some of these stocks have done really well with the 200 EMA today. So yeah, that thing is holding off the 200 EMA here. Yeah, it's trying to. But then you also have the downtrend line, which is acting as resistance. So the curl, so I think you're looking another curl. Yeah. So when you talk about the curl, like, and you're almost testing resistance right there, which the downtrend is resistance. You want to be very careful jumping in there, right? So be very careful. AGAE is still looking okay, right? So that thing needs to break above that 47, and it does. It looks like it's going to right there. So nice little pop there for AGAE. Why are you? So not bad. Let's see. So 47. Okay. Okay. It's a nice pop actually. That candle needs to close above that previous high, though. Okay. DRMA, send it, send it, send it, send it. So yeah, Ruby's chilling there for a second. It might be chilling to die again because that's the trend that it's on. As soon as I say that, it starts dropping. So two things: either consolidating here for a curl, or it's taking a breather before the next bridge. Right? Question is which is it doing? We will find out soon enough. So yeah, AGAE made brand new highs there. Um, we should probably call it like I like gaming or something, or like AGAE. Tim, what did you say? What did you say, Tim? Uh-huh. If you have to, at least that's green. Yeah, exactly. So it looks like Ruby's trying to fight a little bit here. Trying to. Does it have the power? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Another test of 47 cents. Another test. So this one's unhalted. I think the only thing I don't like about this one is just like it's pretty volatile. So you have to FOMO almost. Right? You have to FOMO and be very, very cautious. Very, very cautious. So 290. Yeah. It goes $3. A $3 test. Um, mm, mm. So that thing broke above $3 there. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Did anybody FOMO into this thing? Yeah. Rob? Yeah, definitely. One share 266. Okay. Ice cream money's Frankie. That thing is definitely flying though. uh, yep, exactly. Uh, good job. Well done, Rumteen. Good job. Yeah, again, like these are the type of names so you can't really there's not a whole lot of analysis you can do other than a breakout, which in this case it worked out pretty well, right? That 250 breakout was perfect actually, right? But other than that, like you're almost having to FOMO into that position. JRS, yeah, it's going to be, right? Like the stock is up 270%, so it's going to be. Uh, okay, perfect. Yeah, no, I think Raven is in that one. Okay. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, Kirsten. That's a very good thing. That's how you want it to be, you know. So you can tell though, like we failed to close above that 47 ish, guys. I keep calling it 47 because it's a nice round number, but it's not actually 47. But yeah, you can see we failed to actually break out above the like break and close above the double top a little bit. But so let's see if this is a retest of a gate and then go from there. Hopefully, whoever was in that TRNR position, Jones, it was you, wasn't it? Right. So did you take that? Did you take your profits like we talked about? So again, a bit of a double top at 70, 73, 74, 75. Hopefully you took those gains. Alrighty. You took the monies. 52-week low. Okay. No, no, not a gay. A rep. Rated. See, I can tell you're busy. Busy bugging your wife again. Yeah. Not in I'm not in well well she's not here. Okay, 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 okay. You guys see this? Raven type this in the chat. Peter, you see this? Mm-hmm. uh, mm-hmm. Not gonna say anything, just gonna leave it there. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Most of these names are quick scalpies today. I think we need that one consistent all day runner, you know. Ruby just hasn't given us anything. That thing's been below the 9 EMA the whole time. Crazy, huh? Right, which is why like that's why the 9 EMA is so important along with other things. But so that thing just seems to consolidate just enough so they can slap it. Yeah. So a lot of weakness there. A gauge just seems like it's retesting that 44 cents as you can see, and then trying to curl back up. So this still looks good actually. This might end up being the the one if it can break out. Yeah, it really did, JR. Hey yo, Caitlin, good morning. Yeah, so here we go again. 47, 47, 48, brand new highs of the day. So this one wants to be the one, doesn't it? We should have known. We should have just figured it out, you know? With a name like that? Yeah. With a name like that? Wow. Uh, with a name like that, we should have known. Sheesh. The whole chat is gonna be gay today. Let's go. Nice push. Really nice push them. Type yes in the chat if you're holding a gate. And you should proudly say yes, you know? Type yes in the chat if you're holding a gate. um, I am not a gate. 44 cents, Chris? Okay, good job. Hey, no one asked if you guys were straights. This is the only time everybody's gonna say no, no, no. We know you guys are in the stock. I don't know why you're saying no. It looks good, you know? This is the only time everybody's gonna be like, nope. Even if I'm in the stock, I'm not gonna say yes. Unbelievable. Nope, my wife is a woman. uh, Unbelievable. I'm not touching a gate today. You don't want to make money? Come on now. The stock looks good. Unbelievable. It looks good. Like look at the beautiful levels on this thing, right? Look at the stair stepping. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Look at that, right? Good chart. Raven? Ah, unbelievable. X, welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Legends. Let me get you an invite link already. Welcome to the community. I know, Brett. I know. Ah, unbelievable. Invites. So X, welcome, welcome, welcome. How do you join? This is your invite link at the bottom of the chat. So click this link. It's going to take you straight to Discord, and then just follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel. If you're having any issues at all, just watch the onboarding video at the bottom of the Getting Started channel. Alrighty, welcome, 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 welcome. Alrighty, so closing above 50 cents would be good. Maybe this is just another retest of that last breakout spot. Z, I'm innocent. Innocent. Yeah, so the looks like we're selling off again because nobody wants to hold a gay, you know? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways, KNRX is stalling there, so hopefully you guys are taking some of those profits. Hopefully. TRNR is holding the VWAP now, so if you're still in the position, just watch that 60-cent support. BOXL has been going back and forth as well, so this still looks fine to me. Alrighty, slow and steady. As long as you stay above that 200 EMA. So also kind of $1.60 on BOXL. So that's a nice little pop there. Alrighty. Carla, what's your question? What's your position? You're just asking if it's going to $4? So yeah, nice little bounce there. This is kind of what we wanted to see for RUBI, right? Sometimes you can't really predict what's going to happen after the, so anyways, so BOXL is doing good off the 200 EMA. Yep. Carlo, what's your question on this one, though? Let me know. Right? Are you just asking if it's going to $4? Are you in a position? Let me know. Let me know. We're clearly on a downtrend for MLEG for now. Clearly on a downtrend. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Betsville. Sounds good. CISS, Frank. Okay. Yeah, that one looked interesting this morning. Yeah, no, I think Ruby just looks. There's nothing here, right? I think we just wanted to take little gambles of key levels, but that thing just said, "I have no juice." It tried to curl, but it actually didn't curl. So they're just slapping that thing to zero. Yeah, these are some nasty dips. That's a nasty, nasty dip, right? So this is why that patience is really, really important. Really, really important, right? Because this thing has just been weak, 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 weak today. Weakness. We wanted Ruby to run so AGAE, we wouldn't have to say AGAE all day on stream, but anyways, yeah, Ruby was too yeah. Now we remember why we hate Ruby, because Ruby has that history of being a scam. A silly scam. Uh Good morning. The on the cusp. Yeah, you're in a position, 35 cents. Good job. That's a really good entry. Good job. Do you have a stop loss in that thing? Yeah, definitely, Kevin. Again, this is why it's important, guys, when you take those gambles to have a stop loss, right? Because you cannot predict the future, right? Really, really important. Isn't that amazing, Caitlin? Right? That's why we do what we do, isn't it? That's why we do what we do. Because the markets, as frustrating as they are, they can be a true blessing. You know what I mean? Like it's just amazing, just amazing. On the cusp, okay, I like that, right? So I think then I think you're okay. It doesn't really matter where it goes. Hopefully, it stays up there above 40 cents, especially above the 50 EMA because that's kind of what we've been holding and retesting and pushing higher. So hopefully, it can stay up there. Trump says Iran must make a deal or bad things will happen. Wow. Iran must make a deal or bad things will happen. 38 courageous. Okay. Yep. Let's go, Caitlin. Yeah. No, I think we have the best community, in terms of like, all around, like education, funness, ideas. Right? We joke around a lot, but we also know when to make money. So I like it. I like it. Do, 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 do. Uh la, 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 la. Okay. Sounds good. It's going down again. Ah, spikes. I don't know how we do it, spikes, but it happens. Blue cat, where's the best entry in a gay? I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm kidding. In terms of like support levels, alrighty, this 44 area is gonna be your first level to watch. If that doesn't hold, then you're looking for closer to 40 cents. Alrighty, obviously closer to 40 cents would be better, but this 44 is gonna be your first level to watch. There's only one. You guys are gonna go to jail, all of you, all of you. You're in at 39 cents. You're in at 39 cents. Goodbye or not? You're green in that position, so it's a goodbye, Jay. Right? If you're green, it's a goodbye. JM, leave me alone, please. When should I get in? Oh my goodness. You know what? You know what? Let's look at a different stock. Let's look at KNRX. That's a nice bounce of the VWAP here. So 275, nice bounce. BOXL looks okay too, but you can see that resistance at 380 is just $1.80 is still there. This is in the bottom. Ah, ah. I know, Peter. Unbelievable. Anyways, I'm just gonna ignore the chat now. This is why I was hoping Ruby would run instead of of a gay, because I knew the chat would be like this. Oh, there goes Nam. So Nam obviously we asked why Nam wasn't running earlier, because it if gold if the those names are moving, Nam should be moving as well. So finally moved. Finally moved. Jay, I'm not. I'm not. Like I said, closer to 40 cents would be better if it can test and consolidate for AGAE. Yeah. Ruby's taking one of those breeders again. Still below the 9 EMA though. One of these times it's gonna pop, but I think just the fact that it's behaved like this, you actually want to wait for some higher lows. Otherwise, you're just kind of playing with fire over and over. Yeah, look at that. That was a nasty drop to 40 cents. Yeah, so again, 40 cents would be better, obviously for AGAE. It's a better level, right? Because the 200 EMA is also sitting down there. So it looks like it came to retest it. Oh, pizza. Yeah. No, exactly, Raven. Exactly. Just for entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes. Why are all these names just dropping like this? Everything just kind of went down low. Uh, okay, 1 second. Okay, just had to listen to a voicemail. Haley actually asked if you knew someone where someone lives. When you say "I will find you," I do not. I don't know where anybody lives, but I just figured maybe I'd scare them a little bit to thinking that I knew where they lived and worked, so that they wouldn't do silly things. Yeah. Red, unbelievable. Belen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Raven, yes, yes, yes. I want to look at FJet too at some point. I do that right now. FJet. Mm, the volume is interesting. Stalling, interesting. Mm. The price action today has been kind of annoying, hasn't it? Really annoying. Where her cookie money is? I know. I have a feeling Haley just rides horses as well. She doesn't care about cookies. Look outside your window. Exactly. Look outside the window and you will see clouds. In those clouds, you don't want to know what's in them. but they will find you. Too logical to ride horses. I like it. Yeah, so that view up is kind of holding, the 40 cents is holding, but just like everything right now, they all seem a bit suspicious. Like they're just kind of going sideways, you know? It's turning into a bit of a suspicious day today. Yep. That's why I said I like it. I like it. Sometimes you have to, it's like drinking. You know you're gonna get a hangover and you're gonna spend money, so why do it? Why? So there goes AGAE trying to bounce off that 40 cents. Mm, 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 mm. So that is nice. Do, 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 do. I mean, the stock does look good, right? It's one of the more predictable, presentable stocks we're looking at, right? RUBI came all the way down to $2, all the way down. Again, like that thing needs to consolidate at some point. Like it just needs to find a base and go sideways or get some higher lows. But there's a lot of weakness there. What's your question about this one, Vic? It's on a downtrend, right? You are finding some support at 270, 265, which is fine. But you also need to break the downtrend. So 290-ish. If it can break above 290, then it looks a bit better. Alrighty. Our rep is at the highs of the day. Let me take a look. See, Raven's wife is in home, and so he's busy using all the money to pump a rep. There he is. We knew Raven was gonna pump something today. Do, 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 do. So a nice little breakout there for our rep. I think almost looks like it needs a bit more volume because the spread is a bit suspicious on its own, Raven. So you can tell it's Raven alone pumping this. Do, do, do. JB? Yeah, no. Josh will always get out and get back in, right? So he sold a lot of the position and he was waiting for like the below 70K. So he finally got it. So I'm sure he's just DCAing back into the position now. Yeah, no, Josh will always sell at the highs and get back in when it crashes. He doesn't diamond hand. No diamond hands. Okay. And there goes KNRX. So that thing broke above that 290. Yeah. Vic. So yeah, that bottom is holding up really well, and it's really trying to push them. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Ben. Right? Today is the only day where we don't have that name. OLB, RTX. Today is just a bit of a suspicious day. Maybe a rep will become that name or something else. Because Ruby definitely wasn't. Gay is still trying to decide what he wants to do. You think you're gonna get some Bitcoin? Yeah, I think. I mean, like dollar cost averaging right on the way down is the way to go. Yeah, especially close to 60K like that. We might end up selling off more, um, but we might also be at the bottom. So DCing is the way to go. Raven, I'm just saying, it's trying to figure out what to do. Anyways, you need to, you know. Ah. Hmm. U1 does look interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, I think the only issue with the rep is that it doesn't quite have enough volume yet. It's met the average volume, but it doesn't have enough yet. So that thing needs a bit more volume, and some actual breakouts. What's BOXL doing? Absolutely nothing. Just like everything else. Yeah. So a rep definitely needs a bit more volume. To be fair, so does this one though. Everything needs volume. 90% and 90% gain rate. CISS and this morning and with slower price action. Good job, Sean. Yeah, good job. Pizza, where are you going? Yeah, no, it is holding up well, right? You're holding above the view up and the 200 EMA there, so it should be okay. And Peter is on vacation, guys. On vacation. Peter, why aren't you sleeping in? Go sleep. Go sleep in. Bitcoin to zero. Yep. To zero. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, some nice bounce on SPY there. BTC actually is kind of green today, kind of. But that's because it was also red yesterday when everything else was green. Silliness, huh? Because this stupid channel changed my sleeping schedule for years now. Pizza, take a nap. Yeah, take a nap. Take a morning nap. Enjoy. Being on vacation. Have some breakfast and take a nap. Do what Dan does, because that's what Dan's doing right now. Eggs over easy, garlic, Who does that? Who does that? Infused what? Well brown home fries. Thick sliced country ham. What do you mean gently warmed in the egg pan? What do you mean? What do you mean? Who does that? What are you infusing? How do you infuse your food? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. See, Peter, that's what you should be doing. Enjoy your morning. Have some breakfast. Go for a walk. Come back and take a nap. And then tomorrow you can get back to work. My schedule lines up perfectly with trading 16 and then get home as on time for the market to settle in. Nice, Sham. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Ever so lightly. Ah. No, I had nothing this morning. I haven't had breakfast yet. Most of the time, I don't eat till I get off the stream. Ridiculous. How do I feel about Robinhood as a broker or as a stock? Which that's what they give you in prison. No, I haven't had any food yet today. I will later. As a broker, I mean, like people use it as long as you're not like planning on playing like early pre-market red. It seems simple enough for a lot of people. Um, so like if you want to use it, that's fine. If you want to play early pre-market, then you have to look at Webull and stuff like that. Alrighty. Most people in the chat are gonna like Webull over Robinhood though, but that's up to you. If you like the simplicity, I guess. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. By lending. No, 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 no. Okay. There goes DRMA with a nice pop. So these criminals in Discords, these criminals, they're pumping it. That's a nice breakout, actually. Really good breakout. Again, nothing crazy. Yeah, nice breakout though. User Dan, welcome to the community. Here comes another Dan. How many Dans do we have in Discord? Probably half. Anyways, Dan's and Chris's, and Josh's. Dan, welcome to the community. This is your invite link at the bottom of the chat already. So click that link at the bottom of the chat and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. There you go. Mm, interesting. No more Kevin's allowed. Yeah. What type of music do I listen to? I listen to everything, honestly. And I'm not kidding. I listen to everything. Yeah. The only music I would say I don't listen to is the music where people scream in your ears. The scream music. Yeah, that I don't listen to. But even that I've listened to. During workouts. So yeah, yeah, that I've only ever listened to that. Yeah, metal. I've only ever listened to that during like workouts. But like in my leisure time, I listen to everything else except for that. So I guess I do listen to everything really. I think music is more about like you can. I think music is more about connection, and you can usually tell that. And I think for me, it's like I think you can tell that someone's really connected to the music, and that you can feel that connection, man. That's what music is all about, for the most part. Ruby, yeah, Ruby's bouncing off that $2 for the first time. It closed above the 9 EMA for the first time. For the first time in a long time, it finally closed above. So that $2 was used as support. Wow, yeah. So some nice little basing there, and then finally above the 9, and the kernel is the combination. So a little pop there. Yep. So $2 to 220. It really does. It really does. It's holding 40 cents, but it doesn't quite have the volume anymore, does it? All I want is boomskis. Well, not bad. Yeah. CM, did you take a gamble of $2? I bet you some of you did. Some of you definitely did. Good job, Kristen. Well done. I like it. Good. Good job, T. Yeah, so BATL. Yeah. Today's gonna be that type of day, isn't it? We just kind of talked about FJet a little bit too. It's gonna be that type of day where you're just scalping here and there. So a nice little breakout on that one on FJet, and then obviously BATL. This one's been spammed quite a few times in Discord as well, right? Energy play. So that's a nice push, right? So scalpies. So that $5 resistance is your next area there to watch. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, no, FJet looks okay. Looks okay. It would be nice if that thing had a bit more volume, but it looks okay. Good job, CM. Yep. The whole bunch of stocks that you could be scalping today. Whole bunch. A whole bunch. The low tens, Jay. Nice. Good job. Good jobs. That was a really nice curl, actually. This one's done well today. Again, like nothing crazy, but the chart looks really nice, actually. Like it's a really easy chart to scalp. Really, really easy chart to scalp. So again, these are obviously you can tell with like what's happening in Iran, right? Names like RBNE, INDO, BATL, those energy plays are oil energy plays are kind of running. Yeah, Inclive, yeah, always. That's what we do too. Like if we're unsure of the next level, we will usually look at that, right? So 4 hour, especially the daily. You always should do that if you're not sure where your next support or resistance is at, right? That's the only way you're gonna find that stuff. Do I think it's gonna climb back today? Why? Are you in a position, Geo? Again, the difficult part about that name is like to me it just seems like a momentum play, right? It's just like everything else is, but like it just seems extremely volatile. So you want to be very careful with that. Alrighty. So again, $5 is your next resistance on BATL here. The market might just rotate fully to these oil and energy plays. If if we want to just if Trump causes chaos, yeah. Okay. I'm surprised that FJet float is 29 million. I would have thought it would be a lot less than that. Ruby still trying, kind of stalling there below the 50 EMA, but still trying. TRNR again. Hopefully, you guys took your gains at that double top or had stop losses because that thing just looks weak now. AGAE is just holding 40 cents, so not a whole lot going on there with that. You took a gamble, okay. Hopefully closer to $2 though, Caitlin. Hopefully. Again, BOXL isn't really doing anything, Regan. It's selling off now actually, right? So it's really not doing very much. Not doing very much. Let me take a look at TPET. That's one we haven't looked at yet. Not a whole lot of volume on this yet, though. One of these other oil names, energy plays. Read the commercial above. Commercial. Let's see. Commercial. Uh, Dan, what commercial? Oh, to smash a like. Oh yes. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please. I like it. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. I was like, okay, I was looking for a longer message then. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet and you do want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat. Help me help you. I know, right? Thank you. Yeah. So if you do want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there. Yeah. No, BATL does look good. I think you're just dealing with that $5 resistance here. Is TMDE another oil play? Not that I'm aware of. TMDE. Oh, it's another. Yeah, it is. So it looks like the market is slowly rotating to because of what Iran and the US are doing in Israel. These names are slowly. Energy plays are slowly moving here. Yeah. Energy Limited. Energy Limited. No. Details. Okay. FJ does look good though. I think the it's just a bit slow, but it looks okay. 1142. Dan, are you playing with futures today? Okay. There goes AGAE. So again, closer to 40 cents was a nice level to pick up. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like it's in a nice range, Dan, like up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I bet you they're waiting for to see what happens with, Iran. And then we have NVDA earnings next week. So that's going to be the, that's going to be the key to unlocking the markets, pushing for those all-time highs or just getting slapped. Like a lot of these companies are spending, which like Amazon and whatnot. A lot of them are spending on AI infrastructure. So and the market's punishing them for that. So I think the market's also waiting for Nvidia to kind of confirm if that's a good idea or not, because Nvidia is the leader of AI. Okay, back to BATL because that thing just popped above that $5 resistance there. Yep, it's a nice push. Yeah, exactly. Easier to scalp then. Easier to scalp. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yes, you did. Very nice. $5.20, KB. And there goes brand new highs. 530. Yeah, no. Rob will stay in a position. But you also go in heavier though. I think Dan. You also go in heavier, so I think that makes a huge difference. Ooh, that thing is pushing nicely there. Sheesh. 450 almost. 550. How do I see stock mark? How do I see stock? And but you're still in? Okay. Yeah, it's hard though, because it wasn't really dipping, Kirsten. So hard to be scaling in when it's yeah. You could definitely scale in the breakouts, but it's not the most natural thing to do. It's a good thing, but difficult for you especially because you like buying dips. Nissan, what's your question for IWM? What is your question? Dang, yeah, look at that. Just like clockwork, Dan. SPY goes back down. So, yeah, a nice, beautiful range up and down and up and down. Yeah, Nissan, let me know what's your question for IWM. Sure, I'll take a look. I will take a look. Yeah, yeah. Most of the markets are like that today. Like, look at that, right? Like, you're just in a range. There's too much drama. There's too much drama in the markets for it to decide. Um, yeah, I think you might like you might want to be looking for closer to the bottom there. So, the closer you get to 262, maybe, right, or breakout above 264. Um, yeah, because again, like if you buy those calls, especially if you're scalping them, you're just gonna be your premium is just gonna be getting destroyed today. Just getting destroyed, just up and down and up and down, up and down, and then all of a sudden it's the end of the day and you're at zero. Are you scalping or you're thinking about like swing plays in longer term? If you are, then I'll look at a different time frame. AGAE is trying still. Come on now. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Yeah, that's Siri. 46 pennies. That's a nice little curl though, isn't it? So again, that 40 cents was a really good level. If you took a little gamble there. I mean the holiday for the stock market. No, no, no. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking for, Sang. Not sure I understand. Yeah, yeah. No, for IWM swings, you can kind of see like we're just sideways. So that's a bit difficult when you're looking for these quick scouts, unless you're playing with futures like Dan is, or or you're going in heavy on zero DTEs. In terms of like the daily time frame on this, kind of the same story. Look at that. Look at that rubbish. It seems like you're getting a lot of volatility, but the entire week, just look at that. Right? The markets have just been up and down and like just so you're really like your premiums are really getting destroyed. It's not like here where you're getting a beautiful run, beautiful dips, like the direction is clear, so you get paid both ways. Like right now, it just seems like we're confused. So the market's most likely waiting for some of this geopolitical stuff to die, or for Nvidia to report earnings. So we shall see. Yeah, it's very choppy. Very, very choppy. Looks like a gay failed at 47-ish again. BATL is coming back for a retest. You're welcome, Nissan. You must jumped in a couple of times to watch it. Yeah. Eventually, we're gonna get a direction. I think that's when you're gonna cook. Eventually. I was looking for some hymns calls this morning. The open interest in a lot of these are just kind of weak. But yeah, keep hymns on your watch list for options and whatnot. I think if you do hymns though, you need time on those because that thing definitely has some drama around it, a lot of negativity. So you need time. Mm, 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 mm. Let me take a look at CISS. Yeah, also failed at resistance. Failed at resistance. I'm gonna move this line up because of the double top. Uh, Chris, yeah, it's a bit of a like some of these stocks just have annoying price action today. Just annoying is what they are. Hmm. Very annoying. Hmm. So it looks like PATL is holding that retest of $5 though, so that's good. So retesting and curling. Definitely a day for scalps today. Scalps. Ruby? Yeah, that $2 level is holding. The question though is like, will the volume ever come back in, Frank? Maybe at some point it's gonna run, but the way that thing went from like number one to dying like that, so sad, huh? So sad. Like, look at this damn thing, right? This is why though, like this is really why it's important to be patient at the open and make sure that the candle actually breaks out because it broke out but it never closed above. But also, like, when you see resistance, honestly, guys, like sometimes it's so important to just take those gains, right? We want to sit here and say, oh, breakout, be greedy, right? But sometimes when you see the signs, follow the signs, right? Follow those signs, right? Especially when we broke below this level and came back and failed right there and broke below the 200 EMA. Yeah, disaster is what that became. How can the wick on BATL push up, but the price stays below? Uh, what do you mean? Like sometimes Sham, like the candle will pop really quickly, like the price itself would pop really quickly, but then retrace back to the same spot. So that's why you get those wicks like that. Already. And the candle stayed below. Yeah, I think it's just really aggressive, like a aggressive price. Yeah, there you go. Especially when it's not a big float stock, right? Like the candles can pop like that. Yeah, that's you, right? That's you. So if you're looking at my candles, you're always gonna see stuff like that, which is why part of the reason why I like the candles too, right? They prevent you from those fake outs. So that is why I like those Nashi candles. CISS. AGAE is low key annoying, isn't it? Annoying. AGAE. Just sitting in the same range here. You can tell it wants to go, but will it push? Will it push? $45.37. Okay. Yep. It's trying to. Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe this time. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. You could tell we really need to break above that 47 and actually stay above it. And of course not. Not yet. Where did all the volume go, guys? What the hell is this? Did everybody take an early lunch or something? As soon as Dan came back and said, "Oh, I'm eating," everybody said, "Oh, yep, time for me to go eat too." Time for me to go eat. In a big pond, I couldn't move the market a single point. I don't believe you. There goes AGAE. Finally. Yep. Maybe this time we actually push above that 50 cents, you know? Yep. No, as annoying as this stock is, like it's done okay. There are little scalp opportunities here, like the 40s to 47, 48. So not bad at all. Yeah, I don't believe you, Dan. I don't believe you. Iran can't have nuclear weapon. We have some work to do with Iran. La 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 la. Nuclear weapons. FJet with a slow curl here, really slow, really really slow. We need Dan to buy the float of something. Come on, Dan. This is definitely the slowest day this week so far. Slowest day this week so far. Still kind of playing with $5 in this one. Yeah. The annoying thing is like there's so many potential scalp opportunities, right? Like all of these names is scalpable, like off predictable levels too. We just need something that consistently pushes. Are we asking for too much? Seems like today we are. Dan's too busy playing with futures. That's what he's doing. Let me see. Okay, 13, 11. You're short NQ. You're done for the day. Yeah, no. As annoying as the markets have been for us, they've been good for you, Dan, because you could just scalp the range. You can scalp the range. Mm-mm-mm. We need some boom skis. Something give us boom skis. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that's a bot. Has to be. Has to be Dan. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Just looking at the scanner here, see if there's anything else that we like. There's nothing new on the list here that we haven't looked at already. Nothing new. Hmm. Yeah. BOXL, sure, I'll take a look. Yeah, no, closer to 150 has been the base for this thing. Um, Especially in pre-market, like close to 150. So there's also a golden pocket in that area. It obviously kind of looks slow, doesn't it? Just like every other thing we're watching for now, except for AGAE. But yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if this thing just broke about 40 cents and just, about 50 cents and just cooked? But of course not. It wants to be what? Okay, ridiculous. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so Seng, you're good to go. You connected. I think we had one more member, right? Um, yep. No, I think this price action today for SPY and everything else is good. Um, I know, Chance. I know what's going on. Soon, though. Soon. Okay. Soon. Soon. Don't worry. It's only a matter of time before we get that 1,000% runner. Dan, are you connected in Discord? Are you good to go? Was that you? Is your username Seng? I think it might be. If that's the case, then you should be good to go. Make sure you watch the onboarding video though, please, and spend a lot of time in the new trader education section. That's gonna help you out. Quality says check out AVAV. Yes. If you remember, I posted this one like 2 weeks or a month ago in the large cap swing channel. Not the large cap swing. The small cap swing and also the options channel. You can see the circle we put there, right? We circled this area because that's been the good spot, and it looks like it came down there again, right? And it's bouncing off the same area again. That was a good run initially. Like that was such a good run, such a good run from this bottom. Oof, right? So again, if you guys pay attention to the options entries and exits or small cap swing channel, stuff like this is posted in there for swing plays. Like that would have been a really good swing play, whether you're playing stocks or you're playing options. And it came back down there for the second time and bounced. So not bad. You're welcome, quality. Are you in a position or you just wanted me to look at it? Just wanted me to look. Yeah, this 47 area has just been annoying all day today for AGAE. You banked some nice monies. Well done. Congratulations. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, that price action is so rangy, which is perfect. Look at that, Dan. From the same top to the same bottom again. Just all day today, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. And then we come down to the same bottom, same bottom, same bottoms, which is perfect for the scalpies. So if we can break one out the bottom or out the top, then you're gonna have the true direction most likely. App Loving is preparing to build a social networking platform, APP. That's your stock, Raven, isn't it? Social networking platform. Interesting. Very interesting. Uh, yep. No, good job on that. Really good comeback too on that. Really good comeback. So obviously you're testing the double tops again though. That's a really good comeback on that there. App loving. Not sure what they mean by social networking, right? Like working, um, like is it a work thing? Is it like social media, like uh, like Twitter? Most likely not like Twitter. I bet you it has something to do with being productive. Yeah, that's a nice push. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. I know Lid is in this. Go is in this one. Sam, a whole bunch of you guys were in this one. So good job. Good jobs. Twice, Belen. Good job. Yeah. You lost some monies, David. Yeah, Ruby was a bit of a Ruby just didn't do anything. The only time that this looked a bit promising was off the 200 EMA, but then it got rejected at the previous support. Right. This is why David we scream about those stop losses so much. Right. You need to have that exit strategy on the way down. You just have to. Right? There's never a guarantee in the market, even if your strategy is so good. Like there's never a guarantee that it's gonna work. So that stop loss has to be there on the way down, right? And every trade you take will definitely not be a success, right? So even if you think it's going to be, it's not. Even if you're a market maker, you're still gonna be wrong, right? Look at those guys on look at those guys. They're wrong all the time, right? So you always want to make sure your money is protected. So always use those stop losses. Right? Now it's kind of consolidating at $2, but it just doesn't have the volume. So maybe at some point, BOXL is getting really close to that $1.50, isn't it? $1.50, and DRMA is looking like it's pushing for brand new highs. Them, it's a really nice push. Yeah, in the demand zone. You're loving those. You're loving the algo, Belen. Good job. Good jobs. Jay Z. DJ Khaled is the goat. The goat. DJ Khaled is a walking meme. A walking meme. And just like that, Dan Spy is bouncing back up again. So the range is just ranging. The range is ranging today. The range is ranging. Good job, Sam. Good little scalpy. Good little scalpy. That's actually a really nice range. Yeah. Spikes, are you playing with that range? BATL? Yeah. Thrusting? Yeah. Yes, yes. It's too fast? Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, eventually it's gonna break the bottom, or it's gonna break the top, and then you're gonna have a clear direction. For now, it's just playing games. Long-term APP in a mobile marketing platform offers la 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 la. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you have such a good average too, Raven. Such a good average. Jay Z's been spamming a few times today, but it hasn't really broken out. So it's using $1.20 as resistance and then 90 cents ish as support. And it's same thing with this one, like CISS. Same thing, like just up and down, up and down, up and down. Um, what's the volume for BATL? 31 million. Ben. Okay. Mm. Yeah, BOXL at the very least is holding the 150 though. There goes Jay Z. Jay Z says, "Nope, I want to break out." Jay Z. Oh, you said where's the volume? Yeah, where's the volume for anything today? Honestly. Let me look at SPY. I want to look at SPY on a bigger time frame, just out of curiosity. If you look at the markets, like what kind of, yeah, this is such a weird spot, isn't it? Such a weird spot. Like we haven't really dipped hard enough where you're like, okay, I think we've hit a level that we should be bouncing from. We're pretty far away from the 200 EMA. Right? Like 650 would be a nice healthy retest of the 200. The last time we retested the 200 was with the stupid tariffs. Question now though is, do we break below and then go test that 200 EMA, or do we push back to 700s and go for new all-time highs and then crash in 2027? According to this chart, right, this little chart here, according to this, um, that's what it's predicting. According to this, it's predicting that the markets go up in 2026 and then hit a brand new high, and then we crash, which is interesting. Like the end of 2026 almost. So it's interesting. Um, very interesting. See how that whole thing plays out. Does anything good look good right now? I mean, those scalps, right? I know you're playing with BOXL, right? Like BOXL off $1.50, as we just talked about, right? It's trying, but nothing stands out as like, okay, you know what? This is gonna cook. You know, everything's just kind of a end of the day boomskis. Hopefully, Wendy's. Where's the beef? Unbelievable, unbelievable, Kevin. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, okay. Uh, yeah, potentially. It's been bouncing off the View app, so yeah. Um, yeah. It is such a slow day, isn't it? We started off well. We started off with some nice, nice boom skis, and then Dan had breakfast, and everybody else decided to go have breakfast too. Unbelievable, huh? Anyways, let's give it another 25-30 minutes, guys, and then we'll see where we're at, and we can, if it's still this low, we can hop off and go back to Discord. So another 30 minutes or so, and then we can hop off if it's dead. Asking for a friend, Winterfell. uh, yep, it's Dan's fault. When you have breakfast like that, I mean, you're gonna make everybody hungry. My stomach is rumbling now. It was a buy. See, you should have taken it. Yeah, the wick to 174. Yeah, I think that chart kind of shows you Winterfell. Sometimes when a stock is really weak and it's showing you no signs of positivity, don't you just stay away. Sit on your hands and go look for something else. Like trying to catch the dip is cool, but you're better off playing with stocks that show you some signs of strength. Jay-Z is just giving us crazy wicks. Crazy wicks. Crazy wicks. Sham, yeah, he's spamming too much stuff about Iran, so everybody's busy looking. Yeah, that was a crazy dip on CVNA. Visa said today it would acquire payment platforms Prisma and NewPay for private equity firm. Okay. Its presence in Argentina, so it's more of an Argentinian thing then. Argentina. This stock is really annoying. It doesn't want to die, but it doesn't want to pump. It's like, hey, just scalp me. Scalps. That was a nice bottom feed on this one, Raven, but now it's too late. Too late. Too late. Let's see. Yeah, BTC is holding up today at least. For now. Until everything drops and then it crashes again. BATL, Nancy. Yeah, it's trying to curl here. And that's what I mean, right? Like, these scalps are there today, like off the VWAP and stuff like that. It's not a bad scalp. But does it have to follow through? Back to $5 at least. That's good. Trying to curl and break the downtrend there. Did you buy the dip on this one, Nancy? Yep. Winterfell, why do I get the feeling you love it when Spy gets slapped? Why do I get the feeling you did? Okay. Yeah, not a bad curl. That's fair. That makes sense. Markets are testing the bottoms now. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, no, there's nothing that's obvious today, Regan. And again, like some days are going to be like this, where you don't see anything obvious and you just sit on your hands, Joshua, what's your question? Go ahead. What is your question? Are you going to say why are you? Yeah, no, that makes sense, Winterfell, but also can size accordingly. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. Oof, the markets are slapping there, slapping. Spikes, are you holding puts? Are you holding puts? I hope you're holding puts. Yeah. But yeah, no, Winterfell, if you play with a lot of that stuff, always hang out in the you can always hang out in the options channel too. A lot of those guys, the posting the same stuff you're looking at too. Uh, how much time should we wait when the market opens and see what the next stock we should buy? I would almost recommend like giving it that first like 5-15 minutes, just to kind of see what the direction looks like. Like that first few minutes at the open, like too many things are moving too quickly. Where like if you're not really sure what you're doing, you could pick the wrong one, right? So like I'm I'm answering the question reluctantly because I know that's not always the answer, right? Like most of the time when we get to the open, you want to be patient, wait a few minutes, right? But there are times though when we get to the open and it's like duh, obviously you can see it, right? So let's look at an example of that. What did we play with again yesterday, guys? Somebody help me out. BATL is looking good though. What did we play with yesterday that looked really good? Somebody help me out here. RXT. I think it was RXT. Yeah. Thank you. Speaking of which, look at that. As soon as you said that, RXT, look at that. Look at that. It's like magic, What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Who did that? I feel like the algorithms heard RXT and they're like, oh, 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 make it happen. Anyways, so if I go back to yesterday, let's just look at the open, right? So this is what. So again, like I recommend giving it a few minutes at the open to just kind of see what's going on, right? The only time I would always like I like the only time I'm gonna say that it's okay to buy something at the open is when it's consolidating, right? Like you've already had the dip and you can see that it's consolidating, right? That's the only time where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna try it at the open because I can see that it's consolidating, right? That's what the only time I say the two examples, right? The second time you want to buy something at the open is when it breaks above resistance and closes above resistance, right? So you can kind of see here, like you tried that position at the bottom because it's holding that base. The other time you should try this is when it's actually breaking and closing above, right? So not right here because that's not a breakout. It's a wick above. It doesn't close above, but then it dips and then comes back, right? You don't want to be buying a double top because the candle broke above it, right? So usually when you get to the open, you want to be patient, right? Why? Because there's too many, so much going on, right? Too many names to watch at the open. Alrighty. So the only two exceptions are when the stock is clearly finding a base already, or when it's found a base and it's breaking above resistance. That's the only time you want to take that gamble. Alrighty. Yeah. Because so if we look at RUBI as an example today, right? Let's just look at RUBI really quickly. RUBI. Right. So this morning, right, you could see that RUBI found that base early on, right? So the consolidation was early on, right? So early in the morning, so like 30 minutes, 15 minutes before the open, it found that base already and then popped, right? So it already consolidated and then popped. So you're kind of missing out on that at the open. And then it got to the top. And did we see a breakout? The candles wicked above, but we never closed above. That's not a breakout. This is you asking for trouble, right? It's not a breakout. It's hitting resistance. It's pushing through resistance, but it's not closing above resistance. So that doesn't count. And then all of a sudden, slap. Do you see consolidation? We took a gamble off the 200 EMA because it tried to consolidate off the 200 EMA. Right? But other than that, like that thing just went to the abyss, right? Straight to the abyss. And then tried again off $2 and then straight to the abyss again. So yeah, you want to be very careful with that stuff. Alrighty. So yeah, we're hitting that little supply zone there for BATL. Nancy, you're still in your position? AGAE is just annoying. Like it's just playing games here with us, but it is holding the base. This is the type of stuff where, like, end of the day, it's breaking out and pumping, and we're like, see, we knew it. You're welcome, Joshua. So there isn't a simple answer like, hey, wait 5 minutes, right? Wait 15 minutes. No, sometimes it depends what's happening at the open. Sometimes it's really obvious. Sometimes we're like, hey, damn, this is it, right? It's really, really obvious. Sometimes you have to wait that 30 minutes, 15 minutes to say, dang, I don't see anything. I just have to, wait. Uh, how can I join Discord? So if you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot and sign up for one of the levels that do not say sold out, right? So the Legend, Pro, Legend. Once you do, then you get the link to join us in Discord. Good job, Nancy. There's nothing wrong with that, especially today. Nothing wrong with that, especially when it's stalling like that below red zone. Nothing wrong with that. Works kind of popped a little bit. Popped a little bit. Yeah. TRNR. So you're saying that below the golden pocket, looks okay to hold 50 cents. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Are you in the position already at 50 cents, Regan? Is that why you're asking? Because it's below 50 cents. And your next support is like 45 cents. Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. Just as weak as a lot of the names we're looking at today, but it looks okay. Just because it's finding a bit of a base here, right? So, but if that thing breaks below 45 cents, though, I think you're done with it. Garbage, garbage. Okay. You hesitated? Yeah. Yes. 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 As soon as we get off the stream, I know something's gonna be cooking. Something's gonna be cooking, which we don't mind. That's why we have Discord. We do not mind. Two, 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 two. I can see Legends group open for membership. Should I sign up for that? Yeah, you can. Shanga? Yeah, you can. So yeah, once you sign up, then you can you get the link to join us in Discord. Let's see. I was watching I don't know what I was watching, but just a random thought since the markets are slow. But I was watching one of the videos that came up. I've never seen this car before, even though yeah, this car came up and I thought it was really cool. It was a CLE 53 AMG. I think that's like the 2026. I think that's the latest one they made. That car is nice, isn't it? It's a nice car. Has anybody seen that? It's a nice, yeah. Yeah, DRMA is pushing for brand new highs that it did. That's a sick car, isn't it? It's like, oh, I've never, yeah. But I think they're going to be making the C63 next in 2026 or 2027. But this is nice. Yeah, it's very nice. There goes AGAE, guys. Because we're just playing the same stupid games now. Same silly games. Yeah. Maybe this time we can push above 50 cents. Every time we're hopeful, Every time we're hopeful. Like I said though, as annoying as today is, like you can still make scalpies, The scalpies all over the place. Uh, yeah, so that looks good. $1.90, and then AGAE is also trying to break out again. That is a nice push. 193. 193. There's a bit of a supply zone at like 195 there, right below. So that's an interesting level. People tend to sell in that 90 range, anyways. Even the E53 is nice as well. I haven't seen that one, Steph. EV concept. If you ever make it a, I'm for me personally, Sham. Yeah, love it. Yeah, no, I'll take a look at those cars. I'll look at the E53. I haven't seen the. Yeah, I think the downside to this is like these cars are so expensive now. So expensive. Like this is almost like an entry AMG car. That car looks sick. Uh, but like it's like $80,000 or something like that. You know, one entry AMG for $80,000. Sheesh. Thank you, Trump tariffs. Goodness. See, I want one now. That car is nice. The black one, I think the black one's the nicest. I think they have like the yeah, but these ones are coupes though, coupe, whatever they call them. Yeah, it's a beautiful car, isn't it? The back of the car is also nice. Like, look at that. The back of the car is nice. Looks a little like my car, and I paid way less. What do you drive, Sydney? What do you drive? I think Blaze is getting a new car soon. No, not yet. Not yet. A CLA 250? Very nice. Yeah, the CLA is like the it's like yeah. I've driven a CLA. I definitely want an AMG though, Sydney. Make it happen. Yeah, these cars are ridiculously expensive. Yeah, ridiculously expensive. Yeah, but certified pre-owned from the and it's easier to swallow, Chris. I think so too. You're gonna need some snow tires, Tim. I know, I know. Yeah, you like the CLA? Sydney says I'm a mom. What does that have to do with what does that have to do with anything? You're spending too much money. Is that what? Oh, like a mom as you need like four doors. Yeah, I like this a lot. I mean, like even the blue one is pretty nice. I don't think I would want a blue car though. Yeah, when it comes to cars, for me, it's like yeah, it's like it's black or white. Like that, this like I think this is the midnight edition. That's sick. That is a nice car. Yeah, I know. I think no, yeah, the E is supposed to be silent, but everybody kind of jokes around and calls it coupe, you know? Because sometimes like in especially like European or like French, the E has a like a thing on top of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That looks nice. You know what else looks nice? So since Sydney owns a Mercedes, Sydney, I had no idea you owned a Mercedes. You know what looks nice? Uh, there's a GT like there's a GT. Yeah, there's a GT 63, or is it a 60? I think it's a 63. Yeah, the GT 63 looks sick as well. Yeah, these cars like once you start looking at stuff like this, though, that's way expensive. I don't know why. I don't know why they make cars this expensive. Like, I bet you this one would be. This one's nice too. These ones have four doors, Rob. So AMG GT. These ones have four doors. These ones are sick too. That looks nice. Are you talking about this because of oil? No, I'm talking about this because I want one. because I want one. So anyways, you know what I really want though? Um C63 AMG. But yeah. Yeah. But they ruined the engine though for the C63. You want to go back to the Vegas with the voice? Yes. This is one of the older ones, I think. They definitely ruined the engine. Who the hell makes an AMG with four cylinders? Who does that? Who does that? A Joya, they're gonna start making the C63 in a V8. They better. Like, who does that? Why would you change that? So I think the last car they made was a 2024 C63, but then with the four cylinder, nobody liked it. Yeah. I know I need a sponsorship, Sydney. That's what I want. Where's Mercedes? Come on now. Make it happen. Yeah. Yeah, it was really yeah. And then it's not like it's a cheap car either, you know? It looks nice, just not a cheap car. So I don't think anybody wants yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, if you get a C63, you want to hear the engine, you know? You want to hear the noise. But yeah, those cars are sick though. Anyways, back to our game. Okay, so this looks good, and so does DRMA. Both of these stocks are trying to push for those resistance areas now. So, if this one can close about that 195, you're definitely looking for that next test of $2 there, right? So, like right in this area, looks like some of these names are picking up a little bit. We still need breakouts though. I probably chance probably, yeah. You should do it. Send it, Rob. We need a sponsorship. Yeah. Mm. Exactly, Sticky. Exactly. Yeah. Are you kidding? Four cylinder. It's like buying a diesel car in the in the level of a car. Yeah, like seriously. They need to like even the CLE isn't a four cylinder. It's like a six cylinder something something with like a hybrid motor or something. So then like it makes it fast. So they can do something like that. 47. I almost would need to move to buy a car like that. Also, I don't really go anywhere too, so you know. And also, paying over $100,000 for a car seems a bit excessive. Seems a bit ridiculous, unless you have a lot of monies. Then then that's understandable. Yeah, no, Nam is looking good. Finally coming back. So yeah, these names all kind of run the same, right? Like and like the oil names, the gold names. Whenever we're having uncertainty, those names should be running. Yeah, I mean, we've said this the entire day. Like, this thing doesn't want to die. It looks like it wants to go. It's just being annoying, right? Just super, super annoying. Yeah, no, Nam doesn't look bad. We've talked about this quite a bit this morning. We just haven't really pulled it up, but that's a good breakout. Definitely needs a bit more volume, but that's a nice little push. Mike, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's crazy monies. Do I like the GLE 63, Steph? I haven't looked at that one. I think I'm gonna like it though. Yeah, because I think the G63 is like Just a ridiculous price. A ridiculous price. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Having a four cylinder is like yeah. There's nothing wrong with having a four cylinder, like nothing at all. But I think for that specific car, like how the hell do you go from a V8 to that, Still fast, not a problem. But so like four cylinders are fine. Less than that is also fine. But I think, when you buy like less, you're buying less and that's okay. But Steph, I know. See, that's what I mean. I'm an AMG fan just without the money to buy it. That's what I mean. AMGs are so nice. So nice. Yeah. If and when I buy a sports car, it's gonna be an AMG, Steph. Yeah. Uh for his part-time job and bought a CT4V Blackwing. I haven't seen I need to look that up too, Kevin. I need to look that up. Okay, here we go. Finally, we're testing 50 cents. It's about time we did something like this. Stupid stock. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding a gay. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding a gay. I know you guys are holding. Steph? Yeah. Which one are you gonna buy? If you could buy one, which would you buy? Travis. Come on, Sydney. Don't we know you're come on. 44 cents? Good. Yeah, like this looks good. I know we're joking about this, but this looks good. And there's a reason why we keep coming back to the stock, Because it doesn't want to die. Chance, you know what that tells me? You're in there. It looks good. Don't be shy, It looks good. We've been asking for this thing to go all morning. Just go, go, go. So it's nice that it's finally moving. Exactly. See? That's okay. There's also nothing wrong with being gay. So, yeah. Let's just make that clear. We're joking because the name's funny. Nothing else. GT63 four door. Ooh, that is nice. All of those are nice. Or holding one. Exactly, Sydney. There's really nothing wrong. I think we're just funny. Humans are just we joke about stuff like that, but there's nothing wrong with. Okay, there we go. Looking good. You're trimming some late. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Ah, okay. Why are you laughing, Travis? Why are you laughing? Ah, come on. Yeah, so it looks like we're basically just hitting a double top for now, which is kind of annoying, right? So we need to break out of that stupid 52 range after that, and then just get cooking. Just get going. At the very least, though, if we can just get a higher low, retest a 9 EMA and push, then that would be perfect. It looks like DRMA stalled though below $2, which really isn't a surprise. NAM is still slowly creeping up there because of the chaos that's happening with Trump and Iran, and yeah. So for now, AGAE is the one that's looking okay on a retest though. Uh, I have no idea who that is, Travis. You need to ask me stock market stuff. As soon as you start venturing out of there, then I'm a little lost. Come on, Travis. You know this. Ah. Okay, Rob, are you gonna buy some longer term um HIMS calls? Oh, the Save Moon CEO. Oh yeah, I saw that. So I saw that like I saw that he was going to jail, but I didn't see the time. Oh, remember his name. Yeah, I saw that. We talked about it on stream like 2 weeks ago because I think that's when he got, I was like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, something like that. A month ago? Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't remember his name. But then again, Travis, like, I think we liked, Doge and Shiba a bit more than Safe Moon. Safe Moon was always a bit too complicated to buy, so they complicated things too much. After I learned double bottom and curls, the RSI MACD, it's been easier for my entry instead of blindly guessing. Good, Chase. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yep. It's always good to have a strategy, and then you can go back and back test that. And at the very least, you kind of have an idea what you're doing now, So good job. I like that. Uh, how do I sign up for the group? Again, if you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Sign up for one of the levels that do not say sold out. Once you do, then you get the link to join us in Discord patterns. Patterns of human life. Ready? So yeah, click the link at the bottom of the chat there. I think the annoying thing with AGAE is just the lack of consistency. Like it's just all over the place. The other day too. Oh, Pierce Morgan. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Goldie, good scalp. Well done. Good job. Yeah, no, you guys made some nice monies on AGAE. Even though you don't want to say that you're in it, I know you're in there. Yeah, let me look up what the GLE 63 looks like. GLE 63, because I bet you that car looks nice too. Yeah, I like that. And then Sydney, you drive a CLE, not a CLE, CLA, CLA 250, a CLA. Like I've driven a CLA. Like these look okay too. These are like the entry, like the entry Mercedes into like the entry into the nice levels. Yeah. No, these are nice. But I think yeah, if I was gonna get a new car, I definitely want an AMG. So yeah. The AMG, like the CLA AMG package is nice too, Sydney. CLA. Yeah, these ones have been more reasonable. Yeah, the CLA 45 is nice. Yeah. They sound nice too. Yeah, these ones have been more reasonable. But then again, like even these ones, they're not exactly cheap. Unless you're buying like a certified pre-owned, which honestly, if you're buying a car these days, unless you have crazy monies, you almost want to do that instead. You want to buy like a pre-owned, a used car. I need to upgrade the sound bad. Yeah. Yep. Don't worry, we're gonna be looking at cars all day now. Yeah, the CLA AMG, definitely better pricing. Definitely better pricing. Well, we're gonna need some yeah. No, I want the CLE. Um I want the C63. So we're gonna need some stocks to pump. We're gonna need a stock to go up 1,000%, please and thank you. That's all we're asking for. A few 1,000% runners. We can go all in. You posted a picture in the chat. Okay, let me take a look. Oh, that's a nice car. That's a very nice car. Oh yeah, the inside is nice too. Yeah, that's a very nice car, Kevin. Yeah. How old was your son when he got that? Very nice. Yup, exactly, Sticky. We need new cars, you know. So we need some boom skis. Come on, get back above 50 cents. Get back above the 50 cents. See, I told you guys this thing would start. This thing would obviously start moving when we're about to leave the stream, you know, because they know. They know. Nam isn't pumping, but it's moving up nicely, Jeff. Oh yeah, I think you're just late. Yeah. No, we looked at Nam, but okay, there we go. Finally, another pop here. Let's see if we can break out this time. Let's go, Jeff. Cooking more in your new setup. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well done. See if that candle can actually close above 52 this time, though. If not, it's just another double top test. That's nice though, Sid, because a lot of that stuff you could just move around easily, you know? You can move that stuff around really easily. I like that. And all you need is just, like a screen so you can see more, right? You just need more data. That's all. You don't need like fancy, big, expensive screens. Unless you want to. Then that's cool too. 28% is not pumping, Jeff. You know this, right? NAM looks good, right? And it might just keep pushing, but 28% is not pumping. Because then what are we going to say about this one that's up 70%, Jeff? What are we going to say about AGAE? Come on, there we go. Brand new highs. We should have known from the very beginning. The fact that we tried to avoid this stock so we wouldn't joke about it on stream, we should have known that it would end up being the one, that would pump. Yeah, Sydney, thank you. Yes, perfect. I thought you were going to make a short joke, Thank you. If that was Dan, we'd be having a different conversation. I want to say, why is it gay, Raven? Huh? Why? Why, Jeff? Why do you need to get back below behind the Discord curtains? No comments. No, yeah, no, Nam looks okay. You just need a bit more volume and brand new breakouts. BOXL looks super weak there. RUBI is slowly curling. And so for those of you taking gambles in the 170s there, it looks like it's curling again. So that's okay, I guess. But the one for now is AGAE. Ah, unbelievable, Mike. Unbelievable. Mike, can you go to the Benz dealership, pick up a CLE. Come on, Mike, make it happen. Is it safe to say? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, Pellish, that thing did really well. Good job. Good job. Okay. And these candles are finally closing above. They're also stalling them right below 53, which is not exactly what you want to see. But let's see what it does. Come on, give us new breakouts here. Give us more, please. 52.33. There we go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Just break out already. So that's trying. In terms of like your next support for DRMA, watch that $1.70. That might be your next little base then. DRMA. Alrighty. Nam is pushing for new highs there. Jeff is here now, so yeah. He says meh about Nam. No, you came on stream, Jeff. We were already looking at Nam, so it wasn't a meh, you know. But it wasn't pumping though. Yeah. But yeah, no, it looks okay. Hopefully it keeps going up though. AGAE just made brand new highs, guys. So this looks nice. I'm gonna start deleting some of these lines here, but yeah, looks a-okay. Pump it, Jeff. Pump it. Pump it. Okay. Yeah, no, Sid, for your CLA, you just need to save up. What you don't need to upgrade the sound. You just need to save up. And Bitcoin needs to go to in ETH. ETH needs to go to 10,000. Bitcoin needs to go to 1,000,000. Once they do, then you can treat yourself. You know, for all the struggles of crypto winter, you can get yourself a nice car. You're buying a boat? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. You don't like German cars? Why? Injo? Why? What do you like instead? Nam is going for that 50. So that looks good. Jeff, are you happy now? Are you happy? No. $3.50. I don't think they do, Sid. I'm not sure I don't think they do. Your boat's covered in snow? Yeah. That's the downside to living in that's the downside to living in Canada. It would be okay like if it was 2 months of winter, 2, 3 months, 4 months of winter. But to be fair though, like even in the winter you can drive any of those cars. Right? There's usually like one bad week, one bad month. But other than that, people still, like winter's still okay. Like this is the second bad week I would say we're having of like the 30s, minus 30s. American Muscle, a reliable German. Yeah, that's okay. American Muscle. I saw a video of a Mustang and CLE racing. Yeah, no mosquitoes. That's true. Mosquitoes are pretty annoying. Are you still whining about the cold? No, we were talking about cars then. Talking about cars and how it's okay to drive any of these cars in snow in the winter. Yeah. You want to see which car I want? I think you are having snacks, Dan. Again, you want to see which car I want now, Dan? Um, yeah, so this, a C63, or so this car. I like the black color in these cars, actually. So either that or this. No, that's still the C. I'm just going backwards because why not? Actually, the GT is nice. Okay, so three cars. So GT63 or this one or the CLE. Yeah, they do look nice, Angel. They do look nice. This is just the cheapest one though. So yeah, this one CLE, GLE, not the GLE, CLE, GT or the C. Yeah, black is the choice here. Yeah, that's the choice. So Jeff, your next resistance here for NAM is going to be 350, and then that's stalling above 53 cents here. Created a bit of a problem for AGAE. So we're going to need another breakout. No, just because we're looking at cars, everybody looks at cars, Jeff. Everybody looks at cars. Must be nice to be looking at those cars. Yeah, everybody looks at cars. Doesn't mean you can afford them or you want them, right? Yeah. Wife's a different story. She likes new. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. CM. Yeah, exactly. No, we're just looking at cars. I think again, like paying over $100,000 for a car is ridiculous. But yeah. So we're just looking. You need 8 seats. Yeah, you need to make more money, Jeff. If your wife keeps you away from Discord, you're not gonna do that. You need to make more money so you can have an 8 seat car and a coupe car. Yeah, I see. That's what I mean, Ajoya. Yeah, we just look. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Uh, yeah. Hey, yo, Marwan. Hello. Yep, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, your expedition. Yeah, yeah. Those cars are big. Yeah, looks like we're getting rejected here from the stall for AGAE. NAM is pushing for that 350 still, though. Super slow and steady. Slow and steady. So let's see if this is just a retest of 50 cents or just a 50 EMA for AGAE. My wife doesn't care. Yeah. Yep. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, we know your wife. We know your wife. Yeah, your wife will bully you into getting her a brand new car then. So when you say new cars, like what type of cars does she like then? Jeff, you too? How come like see this is you buy so Jeff goes to work. While he's working, he's on a ladder trading stocks and making money. And he's not allowed to have $50 memberships or buy a brand new car. But the wife gets new cars. Jeff, why are all the men getting bullied, guys? Why? Why are all the men getting bullied? I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I think the wives deserve new cars. Yeah. I think I'm completely joking. Yeah. Anyways, it's called marriage. That doesn't sound very fun. Okay, back to AGAE here because this is the one for the afternoon. Brand new highs. uh, yeah, love it. Beautiful. Come on, AGAE, keep going, please. That was a good retest of 50 cents. I like it. Come on now, you can break through. 54 cents. Expensive. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. 54. 10,000 shares, Angel. Yeah, keep pumping. You're going to be able to buy that American muscle. American muscle. Yeah, let's see if that thing can break out. T-Pen just needs volume. That thing, there's a lot of hype on it on social media. There's just no volume though. So it fits the theme, it just doesn't have the volume. Ready for now? Only AGAE is running. And we like it. Any thoughts on the warrants? The warrants are fine. Just when the stock is running though, T. Like when the stock's running, the warrants are like, you know, if the stock is a bit too expensive, the warrants is usually where people go to. Yeah, so we're failing at the top of that fib there. I was chasing him. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Come on now. Push, push, push. I almost figured the volume on this would be a bit more, Like 122 million is a lot, but it really isn't. The average volume is 700,000 shares, but you would think that thing would have more volume. Maybe on a good day, though, like you'd have a billion. Mm-hmm. 11% done for the day. Good job, Laura. Well done. Good jobs. Yeah, Spy eventually popped again. Why? Because it's just ranging. Just ranging. Hmm. Jay, you're still sitting on that 39. Good job. Yeah, I know. Like all this thing is required today was patience. It really hasn't given us signals of dying. We said this earlier today, right? Like the dips to 40 cents were nice, right? Those dips to 40 cents, that was really nice. Multiple times today. And the fact that it stayed above the VWAP and the 200 EMA, we know better, right? We know those are really good signals. And finally, it just took all day to do this, all day. 2026 Volvo CX90, and if it's yeah, that sounds like a nice car. There goes 55 cents. Yeah, the Volvos are like they're almost like I'll pull it up. I like the Volvos. See if we can break through this 55 cents and go for 60 cents. Uh, CX90 to E6 search. That looks nice. That looks nice. I can definitely yeah, that's a nice car. To be fair though, like this car, yeah, this car is the exact same price. It is a SUV though, so there's a lot more to this than but this car is the exact same price as the car I want. Close to the same price at the very least. Maybe just a little bit less. 46 cents. Hopefully it goes to 92 for you. Yeah, just keep moving those stop losses up. You should be okay. Goldie, good job. Good job. I mean, looking back now, AGAE is definitely the RXT and the OLB of the previous days. You could have scalped this stock all day if you wanted to. Those who don't like to take a chance in terms of like maintenance or right around the corner. Well, 55 cents, Patrick. Yeah. Maybe the market's slow because of Chinese New Year. Interesting. Yeah. Isn't the Chinese market closed for like 7 days or something? China is sleeping. China needs to wake up. We need to cook. There's definitely a short clip to be made of you talking today about what, Sydney? About the AGAE? No, there's not. We're gonna get cancelled. Hey yo, Luke. Here we go. Ah, there are no clips. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Yeah, no, this looks good. It's just super slow. The only clip I need today, Sydney, is is uh is the is a clip of the Mercedes Benz so we can get sponsorships. Yeah, they need to give us a 90% discount. Yeah, 90% off, and then we can promote Mercedes for life. We can put hot trades on the side of it. Looking good, 57 cents. Beautiful, beautiful. Agay is cooking. Let's go. Finally. Yeah, love it. You are. Yes, I am. Yes. I mean, everybody would be. If they offered you the CLA 45, would you be? Yes or no? Yep, exactly. Just be careful, right? Especially with that golden candle there. Just keep moving those stop losses up, though, guys. Beautiful. It's about time something started moving. I was not in a yet, definitely not pumping in now. I mean, well, I think there are a whole lot of people that said, you know what, just because it's called a gate, I'm not gonna buy this thing today. But it turned out to be a pretty good stock. Turned out to be a good stock. It's just a phase, yeah, exactly. The 1 day phase. Tomorrow we move on to the next thing. I don't have to tell anybody I came out of the closet. Okay. Virus went to Dubai again. I think he went to Dubai for work. He said he was gone for 2 days. So I think he might be traveling back or still there. Yep. Yep. I wonder when they name these companies if they think about stuff like that. They most likely do, and they're relying on that retail excitement because the stock is called just the hype, right? Jeff, we are kidding. We are kidding, Jeff. We are kidding. Yeah. Jeff, yeah, yeah. Mm. No, this has been a good run, especially after breaking out. Right, finally broke out. Finally broke out, and yeah, this has been good. This is why we get excited for breakouts so much, because sometimes all it takes is just a breakout, and then everybody's like, "Oh, okay, we broke out finally. Now let's go, let's go." So all we need from this thing now is just to do what it's been doing for the most part today with the higher lows, right, and trending up. High hello and trend up. High hello and trend up. Yeah, that's curling up the 200 EMA again, nurse DRMA. So that looks nice. You know those criminals in Discord are going to be spamming this again. You know they're going to be getting excited again. But that's a nice bounce off the 200 though. As a Canadian, are you upset your curling team cheats? Not really. I don't really watch curling. I played curling a few times. Don't really watch it though. Um, I don't know why they're cheating in the first place. Hope they kicked them out. Did they kick them out? Hope they kicked them out. Let's go. Well done, Goldie. That was a good scalp. That is a good scalp. USA Canada game about to start. Yeah. Population in 1 year would have. Ah, ah, unbelievable. It's so stupid, Sydney. Like it's so stupid. I don't get it, but like I saw the video. It's a video of like the dude. So you know when you're pushing the rock, right? You're screaming harder, curl, curl, whatever they do, right? They're pushing the rock, and then like when the dude lets go, he extends his finger. Like I don't even know how that's cheating, or like how that even helps them. Like just push the rock harder, you know? It's so stupid. Canadians are so useless. Yeah, double touch, not good. But like, why would you even do that though? Like, just push the rock harder at that point. Like, you still have a hold of the rock. Just push it harder rather than pushing your finger. Like, what's your finger gonna do? Is blaming the for catching him? That's so stupid. We need to kick that dude out of Canada. Kick him out. Can you imagine? Can you imagine cheating like that on TV in the Olympics? Can you imagine that? Really? Unbelievable. At curling, of all the things you could cheat at, you cheat at curling. Unbelievable. Silly. You can double touch before the blue line. Yeah. You're touching the wrong thing. Mike, unbelievable. So yeah, this that's a nice little push again for DRMA. A nice push. Very, very nice. Again, TPED looks interesting. This is one to keep an eye on, especially if your RAN doesn't sign a deal. This one will move at some point, but for now, it's just playing games. AGAE looks good. DRMA looks good. Those are the two stocks that have looked good for some time now. NAM looks okay too. It needs to break out though. So back to AGAE. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely looks good if it can break above that $2 level. The retest was nicer. Especially the retest in the curl, a lot nicer, getting in closer to $1.70. But yeah, now you do need to get that breakout done. right? Kind of the same setup as like this earlier, right? The double top breakout right there, and then the next push. So in this case, you're kind of looking for that $2 break and then a potential push to 220, right? Or 230, wherever we have that next line at. So stalling a bit, stalling a little bit, waiting for the next entry, Jeff. Good job. Yeah, RBNE, INDO, TPET, all of those energy plays. All the energy plays. You've missed out on some big Raven calls, by the way, Jeff. Raven called that a 300% runner the other day from 40 cents to $3. You missed out on that. That's the cost of of listening to your wife. Not even kidding. It was amazing. Yeah, missed out. Big monies. Could have had a new car like your wife, but instead. Yeah, there you go. He was supposed to share privately with me. I'll be back. Exactly, Ajoya. Exactly. Jeff is slacking. There goes TPED. We just talked about TPED potentially running at some point. It's slowly gaining some attention. So again, definitely keep this one on the watch list. If it can break out with some volume, that would be nice. The social media hype is there. It just doesn't have the volume yet. So at some point, yeah. Oh, what did Dan do now? Oh Lord, here we go. Oh, that's nice, Dan. Yeah, yeah, 3,000. I like it. Well done. Very, very nice. Beautiful. A $3,000 day for Dan, and then he had to go make a video.
We're almost there. Looking good. We did it. Yeah, we won.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what happens when Dan makes $3,000 and then his wife isn't home. You know? Unbelievable. Here we go. 56. We do have to hop off in like 5 minutes though, guys. My first one-on-one is in 6 minutes, so I do have to hop off. Otherwise we could stay longer, but do have to hop off. So let's do another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll hop off and go back to Discord. Again, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Please smash the like, hit that subscribe if you're new. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And again, if you're not a member and you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot. Alrighty, so let me know if you have any last questions. Tell him he can't have his one-on-one today. I know, right? I know. BRTX. Okay. Yeah, so DRMA is going to need to clear that $2 at some point. The level really is like $1.95, like breaking close above it. But again, $2, makes a lot more sense. And then obviously that 60 cents we talked about. So it looks like we're failing below 60 cents for a GAE. So let's see if we can at least retest the low 50s and consolidate above the low 50s. Alrighty. Again, like I said, TPET is one of those names that fits the theme that really hasn't had that run yet. So we're going to keep an eye on this one. And then go from there. Thank you very much, Locke. Thank you. Why? What do you mean why? Why? Unbelievable. Can it get to $1? Have a great day as well, Raven. See you in Discord. Can it get to $1? If you can find a way to break above 75, 80 cents, then the answer is yes. For now, we don't know that. Alrighty, so the main focus for now would be trying to consolidate above 50 cents and then breaking above 60. Alrighty, Billy? So, yeah, you should focus on moving your stop loss as usual, right? Moving your stop loss up because, again, like waiting for a dollar when you're seeing resistance here is not exactly what you should be looking for. So, here's the retest of that 50-ish area. So, again, the main focus for now will be to, consolidate at the low 50s here and then maybe curl later on. This is Hot Trades Money selling because we're leaving the stream, because that's what these criminals do. Let's go, Frankie. See you in Discord. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And then DRMA is still trying to push here for that $2 resistance. So this one's looking good. Looking good if it can break out. See you in Discord, Kevin. Nice curling stone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Much love, Dan. Time to hit the gym. Sounds amazing. Have a good day. Enjoy the gym. And see you later, Dan. Much love. Bye for now. Alrighty, everybody. No last questions? Okay. Again, don't forget to smash a like before you go. If you do become a member, your invite link is going to be in the community section, or just send me an email. Email is at the top there. Send me an email. Alrighty, CM, let's go. Oh, good job today again. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you in Discord. Doug, see you tomorrow. Alrighty. Steph, later. See you tomorrow. Cusp, see you tomorrow. Bill, see you tomorrow. Nurse, bye for now. Alrighty. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you guys later. Alrighty. Much love all. Bye, guys. Bye, Matt. See you on the dark side. Basics. Bye bye. Bye, Joy. I see you in Discord. Sydney, let's go. See you. Later, Angel. Bye for now. Bye.